Betrothed. The word had been on your lips since the day you were born. Engaged to marry a complete stranger for the sake of your kingdom. Being the eldest princess of the Red Kingdom, it was your duty to do so. You had met the man you would one day wed once when you were 7 years old, and tonight you would meet him again, at a ball in his kingdom. The last time you had seen him, both of you had been young, and perhaps you weren't remembering the mating quite right, but you had sworn he had been green. Picking a dress for the evening was a simple task, given that all of your gowns were red, and as to which one you wore, it didn't really matter at that much. Your mother had picked out your shoes, a dangerously high pair of heels that she declared were very popular in the boarding kingdoms, and sure, they looked elegant, but walking in them was another task altogether. You were wobbly, to say the least, a hazard to others, put it lightly. You went through the movements, crusting at everyone you met, smiling and making small talk, but it was exhausting. You hated these events full of stuffy royals and perfect princesses. At first opportunity, you escaped, taking a refuge on the balcony overlooking the garden. You exhaled a sigh, leaning against the cold marble railing. Thought you were gonna break your neck in those heels, princess? An unfamiliar voice broke the silence. You chuckled, not yet returning around to see who exactly had joined you. So did I? Judging by your dress, I'd say you're Ruby. You turned around. Wrong, sister. Your eyes slid up to his. You took a step back, eyes widening at the sight of the man before you. He was at least 6.5 feet tall, maybe taller. His arms were like tree trunks and his skin was green, covered in thick scales. You're Raphael? I am. Sorry to startle you, princess. I'll leave you. Wait! Your heart raced. At your sudden outburst, his eyes jumped up to yours. You didn't know what to say or how to say it. Here he was, real as day and as green as you had remembered him to be. It won't hurt my feelings if you break off the engagement. You probably didn't realize I was a monster. I don't think you're a monster. Your voice came out quietly, eyes timidly, looking up to meet his emerald gaze. You'd be the first, then. A soft smile tugging at his lips, he reached into his pocket. I was, hoping you'd be here tonight. I've got something to give you. And what might that be? In his large hand, he held a small box. He placed it in your palm carefully. You opened it, and it was inside was a gorgeous red stone set in the fine gold ring. For our engagement, my father's idea. Raphael rubbed the back of his neck. You don't have to wear it. I understand if you don't want to go around advertising. Before he could finish his speech, you slipped the ring onto your finger. A perfect fit. It's beautiful. Thank you, Raphael. I tried to find one as beautiful as you, but that was as close as I get. Have you always been so debonair? Have to make up for my ragged looks somehow, right? You laughed, taking a few steps forward, but stumbling in your heels. Raphael caught you against his strong chest, causing your cheeks to flush as red as the dress you were wearing. Whoa, watch it, the princess. You're right? I'm fine. You nodded, looking up at him. His strong arms had left your waist, and your faces were so close you could almost... What are you doing? He asked as you slowly leaned in. Closing your eyes, you stopped, resting your head on his chest. Is this okay with you? Your eyes searched his. He was quiet for a moment and then nodded, adjusting his grip on you and leaning down until your lips finally met. And in that moment, Raphael didn't doubt the existence of happy endings anymore.